All right. Well, hello and welcome back. I need just a moment to finish up setting up this lobby. And then we should be jumping into this one soon, hopefully. Bang. I believe that should be right. All right. Um, I did have the wrong scene when I went live. That's okay. I also cut off immediately on the last VOD. That should be fine though. If my last sentence got cut off, that's okay. We can deal with that. But what an ending. Game 5. Love to see it. Honestly, probably worked out that we didn't have an interview there. You know, you want to have the interview, but when you're already behind on time, that's okay. Because this game was scheduled for 9. It is now 9:08, but we got the lobby sent out, and we'll be jumping into this one. So, we good. We got everything switched over. We got one team in already, so I know the lobby is made correctly. Love to see it, really. Reminder, there is a prediction open quickly. Won't be open for much longer, so make sure you get in that. But yeah. Should be an interesting game. I think this one, we did see an upset in the last one. I'm not sure if we'll see the same thing here. This one definitely feels like there's more of a clear favorite, as we need one more player from KC to join and we'll be good. Well, no one has bet on KC yet. So, there isn't exactly that good of a payout. In fact, the payout is 1. You get your money back. We do still need one person to join for KC. How'd you do it? Both teams in, though. The last one, I did say, like, it was 1-3, 3-1. It felt like there might have been room. This one, I think, should. Okay, well. Okay, so what's going on here? So, KC needs someone to join. Lansing just had someone join and someone DC. But KC still need another player. They only have 2 in the lobby, I do believe. So, okay. One player's having tech problems, so I'll be in. So we have a moment here. But that's all right. What? It's a little bit. Prediction is a little bit skewed, I would say. And it closed. The payout is a... Wait, what is the payout for... What is the payout for Shade here? 29. He gets 30,000. He bet about 300 and he gets 30,000 back. If KC win this, Shade is winning. Like, this isn't much of a competition, channel points, but he's winning if he wins this. The people who bet on Lansing, they get like nothing back. Yeah, they get 1.01. But Shade wins if KC managed to win here. He didn't even bet that much either. That's the benefit here. I don't know how many he already has total, but yeah, goes crazy if he's right here. Yeah, one ending to the last one. We're still kind of on that because banger, Didn't have time to talk about it. Kind of helped. We didn't have an interview for Timer. So hopefully Breezy can get his stuff figured out. And we'll be into this one soon. I believe. Possibly. Potentially. Hopefully. Mayhaps. I don't know. Being delayed a little bit. It sucks he didn't figure it out during that time. But, hopefully some point soon here. as now the other two members of KC have left. Hopefully they get that figured out, and they get 3 people in the lobby now. They've had 2, and now 0. And now they have 4. So they've gone through every number. Now they just need 3. All right, cool. And we're ready. Cool. I guess they didn't have 1. Well, there was a brief moment when they had 1. Because one person left, then the other left. So there was a brief moment where they had 1 person, and they covered every other number. But we now load in, and Breezy scores. Maybe the icing works, you know? We've seen claims that in-chin are icing before. That hasn't worked. Maybe this one did. As immediately off the kickoff, J-Extreme kills it, and Breezy scores. So Kansas City, 1-0 up in 3 seconds here. In game number 1. Brett trying to get up in the air for it. Of course, Lansing in their light tan. And Kansas City in a bit of a pinkish red. Maybe a bit more extreme on the pink than their actual color is, but you know. True. Shade is so happy already. This one now cleared down into the corner again. Breezy waiting around it. Not the best read though. Unfo there ties the game. He doesn't care about icing. He's already putting it in the net. Zoni ran into him and he didn't care. Keeps on going. Doesn't need boost either. Just slams it in. The Lansing Warriors. Okay. So we're going to see if I could update the standings while we're going here, but no, we have tiebreakers to worry about. That one's in from Zoni. I'm talking about standings. Lansing want to climb the standings. They score again. I mean, they can't climb the standings, I should specify. They want to stay number 2. Because if they lose, it might get weird. Although, hold on. Breezy putting the pressure on again. The second kickoff goal of the game hits 2-2. Zoni just DC'd, question mark. Controller DC'd. Something. He's still in the lobby. So, he's still in the lobby. Right, that's kind of the main thing. He's still in the lobby. But, kind of are at an intermission here, I guess. I don't know, is he still DC'd? I cannot tell. He's backing up on the wall. Like, are we... I don't know what's happening. So, like, are we... It looks like we're playing. Okay, Zoni looks like he's back. Okay. I was like the DC, and everyone kind of stopped on the kickoff, and then they gradually resumed, and I could not tell when. But Zoni, he might just score here. Brett able to dive back for the save. We're definitely back in it now. One fall at the backboard. Corvus blocked up to the ceiling. That'll come back down. To Extreme around the outside. Zoni flies past it. Corvus going to pass it around. Unfo catching up. Pop to the backboard. He'll look for the double. And he'll give his team the lead. Corvus the pass. Unfo the double. Top left corner. Unfo puts his team ahead here. What a shot by Unfo. His second of the game. I believe that's his... Yeah, because Zoni has the other goal. So his second of the game. DC tied them up, but now back in the lead here. Zoni gonna pinch it forward. Now trying for the center. Fakes under J Extreme. Breezy gonna take over. Big pinch. Corvus able to get a touch, but he'll just skip across to the mid-left boost. Now Unfo up in the air. He'll pinch it out. Zoni beat by Breezy. Now to the back wall. Dropping down. Might have even been on. Unfo saves for now. Couple players dive in, but Breezy doesn't have much of a shot on it. So light touch that Unfo can clear. Now Brett, Unfo diving in. Brett gets it past him. Corvus to the back wall. Breezy, bit of an awkward play here. We'll get it out, but Zoni going to send it right back in. Brett trying to turn, gets beat. Zoni towards center. No one in the net, but Breezy diving back. Clears it away for the moment. Now J Extreme past the midline. Zoni not able to find it. No one in the net for Lansing either, but now off the corner. Brett shot back in, popped off the post. Breezy towards crossbar, popped up by Corvus. Now Corvus a touch to the side, Brett a pinch off the post. Jay Extreme moving in, rocket off the crossbar. Breezy last, but Brett gonna make a save as Breezy missed and a shot wrong on target. Now Corvus gonna pop it up in the air, trying to set up Unfo. Unfo's already up, that one wide, no double this time. Breezy able to clear it out to the corner. Now a flick past Corvus, Zoni left alone, rolls it back forward. Brett off the sidewall again. Unfo trying to center, he'll catch up, he'll shoot again, but Breezy gets back in time. Yeah, this was a quick turnaround. Now Breezy off the corner again, on target, saved away. This time, time's not an issue though. Corvus off the corner. Now trying to drop it down, a bit of a bump on Breezy, it looked like it. Now a perfect shot by Corvus to double the lead. Takes his time, low boost, lets Zoni disrupt Breezy, made him jump, and then Corvus a hook shot right behind him on the right post. Puts the Warriors 4-2 in the lead. And now everyone on the team has a goal. Now pushed back again, Brett, quick shot, and that makes it a 1-goal game. So, Kansas City have 3 goals, and all of them are kickoff goals. Breezy has scored 2, and now he assists the 3rd. I don't know. I think Lansing just need to lock in on the kickoffs, and they're good. Okay, they've survived the kickoff. Have they? Okay, Brett's shot is off target. Unfo will pinch it to the side. Corvus, Breezy, big pinch, tie game. Yet again. They did survive the kickoff, but they didn't have time to get into midfield play because Breezy from the Lansing corner pinches it right in, and we are tied up at 4. Now another kickoff. This is where things get scary. Zoni does get there this time, but it ends up with Brett. He'll go to the back wall. He'll try to double. Won't find it. Breezy will, but Unfo barely gets a save. Now Corvus from the sidewall, low on boost, light tap out. Able to get a bump, though, to set up Unfo. Now Unfo trying to pass it back. Brett will get in the way. That one awkward. Breezy forward, cut off by Corvus for a save. Zoni tapping it back, running low on boost, trying to get it to Unfo, but Brett will take it away. Unfo now so awkward. Corvus the same. Lansing really struggling to settle in here, but now out towards Zoni. He could maybe win it forward, but Breezy able to get in the way. Corvus, it'll come straight down. He'll pop it up in the air. Corvus gets a reset, but not going to be able to follow it. Probably actually didn't get it, but got close. Zoni gonna bang it downfield. Believe wide of the net. Breezy will make sure it is. Now Zoni up in the air again. Unfo down off the backboard. Bouncing down. Jay Extreme gonna turn off it. Corvus out towards center. Brett, quick shot. Unfo has time and will make a save. He'll try to get up, but he will not double. Zoni gonna bang it down towards the net. Unfo is there. Redirect. Top left. Maybe a game winner. Unfo, low on boost, moves downfield, gets the tap, crossbar down, past Breezy, 5-4. And the Warriors take the lead again. It is a kickoff, but they don't need to survive long. Clock hits 0. Breezy pops it up. Brett is there. He can't find the touch, and the Warriors take game 1. I made that 2. No, it is a 1. We good. There are your stats. You got to hear the MVP noise too. Awesome. As you might have seen the sub go through right as I switched off. So we will have a change coming through for KC. Gonna take out Jay Extreme and put in Glydiath. The score there was 5-4. Need to remember that. And I wrote it down, so we're good. Now as we load in game 2, we do have the change coming through. I should also say, of course, the main key there, as we are pausing for a moment, I don't know, but the main key, one of the main key things to remember here is that this is kind of, it's a surprise KC are 0-4. They are an 0-4 team that makes Lansing the clear favorites, just gameplay and everything to this point. But coming in, KC, probably one of the, like, they were a decent roster coming in, and I've said it before, I believe I was hearing from Scrims they looked good, and they just haven't been able to perform in these games. So we'll see. I'm not sure. Oh, we don't have someone in. I'm not sure. Lansing might be trying to make a change. I know they initially joined. Okay, they initially joined with Skull. Then Skull DC'd and Corvus joined. And now we did have a bit of a pause, but it will be Skull joining in. So we're going to have a roster swap for both teams here. Changing up the whole dynamic. Game number 2, Lansing already one ahead. I'm trying to get some more games in with Skull. It'll be Corvus sitting out. This one bouncing down in front. Big pinch out by Unfo, but now a bigger pinch downfield. Off corner, Brett has the read, but Skull able to block it to the side. Glydiath around the outside. Falling down in front, but Unfo pops it out. Big clear. Brett up first. That's not the greatest touch here. Zoni had room for a shot, but not that strong, and Glydiath able to take it away. Now Skull from his own corner. Glydiath first to go. Not able to find a challenge. Skull hits it right at Brett, but too heavy to handle. Now played away again. This one falling down. Breezy out into the corner. Now it'll pop up again. Unfo off the back wall. Glydiath gonna be able to respond and clear it away. Now Zoni from his own corner again. 50 seconds, no goals. Definitely a heavy inverse of game 1. Brett now off the backboard though. Double, and there's first blood. This time not a kickoff. Brett does it himself. One touch, waits, second touch. Unfo flat-footed. Has to watch it go by. Now Breezy. Oh, Skull off the sidewall again. Skull off back wall, trying to center it. Breezy not able to find a touch, but Brett will. Now double commit for Lansing. Brett gonna find a clear. Skull should have time to cut in and does, but Breezy on it again. Unfo needed to make a save. Down towards the back wall. Zoni big 50. Skull moving in. Shot towards the post, but Glydiath able to save. Towards the backboard again. We might have had another Zoni DC. Now he's moving again, though. Just slowed down for a moment. Unfo off the sidewall. Zoni driving around. It looks like he might be pinging, but he's moving. Zoni around the outside. Gonna 50 it. Now dropping down. Unfo in the air. Tap across. Skull moving onto it. Now popped up. They'll come back down. Big demo there by Skull. Breezy still trying to catch up, but gonna leave it. And Zoni, perfect touch, not gonna allow Breezy to go. Now he'll pass it back. Unfo there, but the shot's a little wide. Brett would have been there anyway. Now he'll take control. Dribbling down the center, gonna cut across. Falling down, Skull. Up towards the back wall. Glydiath down to the side again. Now gonna center it out. Zoni and Unfo both go. They drop it straight down. Breezy out towards the side. It'll fall down. Skull up early. Still staying with it. Now a double off the ground. Look for the bump, but Brett able to find a clear. 2 minutes to go. KC still clinging to a 1-goal lead here. Unfo 50 straight down, bouncing in front. Everyone awkward here for KC. Brett able to find one touch. Not going to find another. Zoni, though, beat by Breezy on target and in. All the way downfield. Brett the set and Breezy the strike. Unfo not enough boost to reach it. Not sure he could have anyway. A bit too fast. Out to the side again. That'll fall straight down. Unfo gonna play it forward, and Glydiath not able to find it. Just misplayed the flip. And it's 2-1. Unfo gonna get one back. 1-goal game. It's that insurance goal. No longer gonna be a factor here. Just under 2 minutes to go. A 1-goal game again. Now out towards the side. Unfo trying to stay with it. Pass back. Skull gonna pump it forward. Up in the air. Zoni gonna drop it down. Skull trying to center again. Breezy now gonna take it away. Unfo off the sidewall. He'll wait behind it. He'll try to pass it back in front. Not quite there. Zoni pops it up again. Now trying to drop it in front. Bump comes through. Skull gonna take it back. Brett Flying it forward. Now Unfo going to drop down Brett. A little wide. Not in. Lansing kind of stuck back here. Again, they do need to find a goal in the next 80 seconds here. Brett going to pop it forward again. Zoni able to win that challenge. That'll pinch off the sidewall. Unfo catching up. Able to get the touch. Now popping out off the backboard. Glitty, low boost, goal wins. And it goes in. He didn't get the shot, but he does get the goal. Tie game. Unfo wins it forward. Glitty is slow to it. Skull 50s it with him. Somehow Glitty at the last to touch. But Skull gonna be the one getting the goal. 1 minute to go. Tied up at 2. And Skull dribbling it back. Flicked up to the ceiling. It'll bounce straight down. Centering out. Zoni gonna pop it forward. Now drop. Bouncing out again. Unfo gonna pop it up in the air. Up to the ceiling. It'll bounce straight down. Now around Breezy. Off the corner. Skull trying to center it again. Now up in the air. Unfo. There. Shot. Goal. Warriors lead. Unfo finds the strike and gives his team a lead here. 40 seconds to go. Now popped up in the air again. Zoni down off the corner. Unfo gonna take it there. Look for the dribble. Pinch out to the post. 30 seconds to go. Now KC the ones needing to turn it around. Skull. Quick shot towards the net. Brett able to take it away. Unfo gonna turn. He'll pop it straight up in the air. Now he'll try to follow towards the back wall. Trying to double. It'll go wide. All the way to the other corner. Now Skull gonna drop it back in again. A little wide. Breezy will catch. Might get demoed, but able to cut away from it. Now Breezy the dribble. Out into the corner. Clock will hit 0. Right half of the field, but can Kansas City score? Unfo pinching it. Dropping down. Match point Warriors. They will double their series lead, and they will go to match point. As we move on to Beckwith for game number 3. After that 3-2 win. 3-2. I need that number. 3-2. You know? And we're 2-0 up. The Warriors on a match point. One more. All they need to close out the series. But will they get it here? Or will it extend a little bit more than they want? Now we load in, though. Game 3. I'll pop towards the net again. Glitty gonna drop down now off the corner. Bouncing out. Brett gonna get a long clear away. Corvus catching it out to the side. Now demo comes through. It gets cleared all the way downfield. Off corner. Glitty gonna pop it up in the air. Zoni bouncing down again. Now away. Unfo off the corner. Glitty gonna try to follow. Now he'll fly by. Corvus gonna pop it up. Zoni up in the air. It'll bounce down. Now trying to get away. Breezy gonna try to play it forward. It'll get dunked. Corvus from his own corner. Now dunked off the backboard, though. This one coming in, and Breezy gives KC the lead. For the 3rd game in a row, they will score first. Good read by Glitty, and a good shot by Breezy. Kansas City have been in this position before, though. They've had the lead in both of the first 2 games. They could close out neither. Even led 2-0 in game 2, but conceded 3 in a row, but they're going to lead 2-0 again. Breezy again from the corner, doubles the lead. Zoni couldn't quite find a touch. Corvus not on the goal line. It goes right behind him. And KC Foxtrotters really putting the pressure on Lansing again. Breezy going to take control. Zoni going to drop it down. Glydiath letting it go back. Brett up off the sidewall again. Zoni going to fly past it. Corvus bringing it down. Now pinch towards the center. It'll bounce away. Unfo trying to get up. Breezy dropping it down a little bit wide. No, it's right down from the ceiling. Zoni trying to stay with it. Glydiath pass across. Unfo up off the sidewall again. Breezy trying to drop it down off the backboard. Has the read, but Corvus gets there first. Brett off the sidewall again. Now Glydiath. This one will get a bit wide. Zoni trying to follow it up. Running out of boost though. Double commit for KC. Brett not able to find a touch. Corvus, it'll bounce up. Breezy does have the boost to respond. He'll fall under it, trying to air dribble it away. Lose control though. It'll have to be Brett to 50 Zoni out. Does get past the midfield. Corvus will pick it up there. Heavy touch. That'll get over one. Corvus trying for another. Might have faked out Breezy, but Breezy does still find a save. Now Unfo off corner. Zoni there. Fakes out Glydiath. Unfo on it. 1 goal game. Unfo will not stay behind long. Breezy tries to drift, but it puts him too deep in the net. And Lansing find an answer. They do need another, but plenty of time as we reach halftime. Unfo trying to follow, but uses all his boost. Can't get anything. Breezy out to the side. It'll bounce straight out again. Brett trying to get up to the back wall. Maybe a little bit high. Glydiath trying to find a shot, but saved by Corvus. Now Breezy going to center again. He'll jump again himself. Double commits with Glydiath, but Corvus still wins it away. Brett all the way in the corner. Needs a save. Gets a save. Unfo's there. Off the post and in. Needed a double, but gets it through. And Lansing pull it back again. For the second game in a row, they fell down 2 goals. And for the second game in a row, as that actually bounced off Breezy, but don't worry about it. They managed to pull it back and tie it up at 2. Unfo and Zoni both on it. Zoni off ceiling. Unfo to the post again, but this time Glydiath blocks it. Corvus off the corner, dropping down. Unfo lurking. Breezy saves. Brett up early, can't find a touch. Another double commit. Zoni plays it into the corner. Now both will retreat. Corvus moving in. Another 50 off that corner. Unfo there, blocked by Breezy. Corvus trying to get up early. He'll play it off the back wall. Zoni moving in. 50 straight across. Big clear for Breezy. Unfo playing back. Will save it to the side. Now Unfo dropping it down. Corvus going to clear it all the way downfield. Brett guides it wide. Corvus still there. Glydiath another save. Now Glydiath pinches it down the center. Zoni centers. A bit too strong for Unfo. Unfo's still going to catch up though. 50's Brett evenly. Brett from the sidewall. Air dribble downfield. 2 players jump and they will make a save. Breezy up next. A little wide. Unfo gets it out to the side. Brett still on it. Centers for Glydiath. Double commit again. Off the back wall. Where's Breezy? Moving in. A little bit wide off the post. Corvus trying to clear again. Brett trying to put it back in, but Unfo out to the side. Unfo centering it forward. Glydiath awkward backwards. Unfo centering. Panic. Kansas City need to get it away. Brett cannot, but Breezy will find another save. Off the sidewall. Corvus dropping it down. Breezy out to the side. It'll bounce down. Breezy beat by Unfo. Around the corner again. Brett up in the air. Brett, it'll bounce straight down. Zoni towards the back wall. Glydiath off the corner. Corvus dropping it in. Bit of free time here for Brett. He'll pop it up. He'll follow. He'll beat Unfo. 2 players back. He dunks them both. Brett gives KC the lead. 16 seconds to go. Pop over 1. Dunk on the other 2. Top left corner. They couldn't keep the 2-0 lead, but they make another lead with 16 seconds to go. Corvus pops it forward. Brett, awkward touch. Corvus there. Breezy, another save. Unfo gonna stay with it. Trying to go to the air. Leaves it off to Zoni. Clock strike 0. Wide. Corvus keeps it alive. Need to find a goal here, but Brett will kill. And KC stay alive. they will force at least game 4. There are your stats. Yippee. You might have again seen it did appear we have a sub coming through. I just heard a message go through. I can't read it. I don't know what they're saying. But they're chatting. I don't know. I'm gonna like change map and ready up. If they all leave, I know I'm supposed to remake or something. But I can't see the chat, so I don't know. They're saying something. You know. We really should. If it's still not fixed by the time week 6 starts, we should make an announcement to make sure. Because like new server and stuff isn't common, but usually it gets asked in that post-game lobby, and I can't see. And, you know, a team logically should, if they ask for it, leave the lobby, you know, because I can guess then, but no idea. Corvus now going to pop it up in the air. I say that every game, and then I don't. So I'll say bye next week. This one now in the air. Out to the corner again. Brett trying to follow it. Corvus going to flick it back. Breezy up for it. Wins it downfield. That might fall on target. Instead, it's off the crossbar and a great touch by Skull. Corvus gets the boost, gets a light touch. Breezy waiting back. Now he'll challenge. Pinch out to the side. It'll bounce straight out. Skull is on it. He'll shoot. Down. Double. In. For the first time this series, the Lansing Warriors score first. They've had to make a comeback in the other 3. This time, they'll play from in front. Skull kills the kickoff. Unfo wins it, rolling a little wide. Brett will take the catch. Corvus going to get interrupted a bit. Brett able to beat him, but not able to beat Skull. Out off the corner. Unfo gets demoed. Glydiath bouncing shot. Awkward kill for Corvus. Breezy diving in, but a bit too slow. Corvus gets another save. Brett off the sidewall again. It'll bounce straight down. Corvus off the corner. Brett fake. Skull tap away. Glydiath off the sidewall. Breezy going to be waiting mid. Corvus not the best clear. Breezy bouncer. Unfo will save again. Now Brett straight up in the air. Glydiath. Corvus. Shot. Breezy saves. What a diving save by Breezy. Keeping the lead at 1. Vital here. Breezy out towards the side. Corvus, it'll drop down. Glydiath able to clear it away. Skull gonna follow it up again. Off the corner. Bouncing down. Brett dunked. Skull again. 2-0. Revenge for game 3. Skull doubles his team's lead. Off the corner, Brett. Walked away. Double down again. Still on the goal line, but Unfo gets it out. Needed 2 saves to get it done, but he clears. Glydiath alone. Will make a save. KC feels like they got a score before conceding another. Breezy pops it up. Glydiath redirect high off the crossbar. Brett on it again. Off the sidewall. He'll jump for the dunk, but not in. Breezy trying to center, but instead it will fall back to Glydiath. Unfo waiting. Now he'll bang up high off the crossbar. Glydiath's a bit too fast on him, but Breezy, a great job to read it and clear it away. Now it'll bounce out. Breezy up again himself. Unfo tap back. Awkward for everyone. Corvus might have first jump, but can't get the boost, and so Glydiath takes it away to the side. Now another pop. Unfo out to his corner. Breezy dropping it down again. Unfo passes it back. Brett up high in the air. Glydiath leaving it. Brett off the sidewall. Unfo pop in the air. Not going to be able to score it, but will force the pop back to Corvus. Now off the sidewall again. It'll bounce down. Skull. Another shot. Glydiath will save. Brett, bit too heavy on the pass. Corvus will beat Breezy to it and win the 50. Glydiath does take it away from him, but Unfo moving in to get past him. Up into the corner. Brett drops it down. Slow to follow it. Corvus not going to find anything. Glydiath can't either. Breezy off the sidewall. Skull going to pass it central. Unfo pinched forward. Brett getting it away. Now off the back wall. Corvus there. Doesn't have an angle to shoot. Now he'll play another 50. Dunk straight back. Corvus to Unfo. He'll pop it up. He'll play for the shot maybe, but instead it's a pass to Corvus. He just floats with it. Makes the defense panic. And then leaves it off for Corvus to score. He swoops in. He drops it dead center. 3-0 Warriors. Brett. Waiting with it from the corner. It'll bounce out. Now clearing downfield. Corvus. Trying to wait under it. Get that touch off the ceiling. Can't find that second touch. Might leave it to Unfo though. Pinched off the backboard. Scolds. Couldn't read it. Corvus low boost. That one gets away from him. Glydia trying to pop it forward, but it's right to Unfo. He'll clear it to the corner. Corvus will pick it up there. Can't find a touch though. Brett. Backboard bouncing out. Skull. Perfect read. Glydia can't find it. Skull will get it down the sideline, into the corner. He'll force it from there. Out towards center, Breezy. Gonna take it away. Up to the ceiling he'll go. He'll play it forward. Try to get back to it. Might not need to, but the crossbar says no. Brett, though, won't accept that answer. He sends it back in. It's a 2-goal game. 50s it back in and does put KC within 2. Popped up in the air. Unfo gonna stay with it. Now it'll drop down. Corvus off the backboard. Skull up for it. Now drop down. Out to the corner. Glydia trying to stay with it. Now off the corner again. Popped up in the air. Unfo dropping it down. Glydia gonna center it back. Skull can't find a touch. Glydia slow to take the shot. I think if he took it a little bit earlier, he might have found a goal, but not able to. It's saved. Time dropping low for KC. Corvus just needs to stall. Gets it away. Beats one. Gets it towards the net. And I believe that should be enough. Brett takes it to the side, but the clock will strike 0. Lansing. It was not easy. As hold on. What a shot by Brett. Yeah, the nice shot from Unfo, or from Corvus, absolutely. Brett wins it forward, follows it, reads it, dunks it in. Bit of a 50 with the defenders. Sends it through. Unfo does make the nice one true there at the end, so. Lansing win. Great shot, you know? Gotta give the credit there at the end. But it is a 3-1 win for the Warriors. Gotta get everything reset. Then we'll ask about an interview. Didn't have one last game. We'll see if we do here. Nope. I always respond, and Ezio can't hear me. Sweezy, if you could answer no, that's it for the night and week. I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna bother to type right now. All right, bet. Well, I will be back in just a moment with the winning Lansing Warriors for an interview. And we are now back with the now 5-0 Lansing Warriors. How's it feel to get another win?
Yeah, we feeling good, doggo. We feeling good. Oh, man. Considering the factor that those 50s came out crazy, whew, that was crazy. That game, though, but it feels good being 5-0, considering the factor that game like some of our games have been messy this season so far, but the factor that we're able to pull through almost anything so far, it's kind of good. Feeling good.
What Skull said.
Yeah.
Absolutely, of course. Bit of a tough game there. Conceded first in the first 3 games. Had to make comebacks in all of them. Was that kind of expected, or a bit of surprise for this team?
honestly, we were like getting like before the game started, we were all getting hyped up, and like we made bets that freaking like $10 to anyone that gets a reset. Obviously it didn't happen, but the synergy with us and the chemistry we got so far, honestly, it feels good knowing that we can trust each other through our misses, our faults. Um, yeah, honestly, it's like a Christmas present almost going 5-0 so far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really any point in a game outside of like we're down 5-0 with a minute to go, where we don't feel like we have a
Mm-hmm.
chance. So even when we went down 2-0 and what was it, game 2 or 3, we were like,
It was 3.
I think
we
it was
felt
games
pretty
2 and
confident.
3.
2 and 3 went down 2-0 to start, and we were like, all right, we just gotta lock in. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't our cleanest series that we've ever played. There's no doubt about that. But
Yeah, like
we still
games
feel
get
like we were
messed.
in control of the games. Like we weren't gonna like if they like game 1 was close because they got 3 kickoff goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of like unexpected because normally you don't see that in games. But hey, whatever works, works. I mean, you score, you score.
All right, looking forward, you do play Honolulu in week 6. Record-wise, a bit of a tougher one. Does it feel looking
We
forward
ain't
to that?
afraid. We ain't
Yeah.
afraid.
Put us up against anybody in the league. We feel good.
That means you, Falcons. We coming for you.
Yeah, I was also going to call out Spotlight on week 8. Then you play Boston, so just a couple weeks away. Feel like
Looking
you'll both be
forward to it.
obviously
Looking
prediction for
forward
them
to it.
too. You think you'll both still be undefeated then?
We know
Pretty
for a
good.
factor that each game we played so far, from my perspective, um, it could have been losses, but the factor that we pulled through, like, cause we're all fired up and we're pumping, um, we're honestly not afraid of anybody. So bring on the competition, and we taking the championship.
We're going 72 Dolphins.
Love to hear the confidence from you guys, and I guess I'll also ask the question next week in week 6. Obviously not directly next week. Boston actually play Erie. Which side are you taking in that one?
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
ooh.
That's a good game.
Erie's a
know.
good team. Erie's a good team, but 100% hate the Boomer. I hope Boston wins.
Yeah, Defane and
Yeah,
Falcons. Yeah, probably.
gotta put on respect on Defane.
Yeah, I'm probably taking Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They look good
They
last
look
week.
scary. Yeah.
Better not lose my channel points if I put down Boston.
But I think it'll be a close series. It'll probably go 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I bet at least 2 overtimes happening. Probably in like game 3 and 4, if maybe.
All right, well, that's all I have to ask. Any final thoughts before you head off here?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
True.
Happy holidays.
and Happy New Year.
Merry Chrysler.
Absolutely. All right, well, GG's. Good luck in week 6.
GG.
Peace.
GG's.
All right. Well, what a series. Lansing, of course, did end up pulling through the win. Maybe a bit tougher of a challenge than expected. KC did fight well, but will not pull off the upset in the end. Spotlight's now week 6. I did mention Boston Erie. That should be a great game, but a lot of good games across. So we'll see. We'll watch how our undefeated teams go. By the way, I will say, because of how the game diff is at this point, it is literally impossible for Lansing to get number 1 before they play Boston in week 8, assuming they both win out. Obviously, next week, Lansing could win, Boston could lose, Lansing are number 1. But if both teams keep winning, Lansing cannot catch up to Boston before week 8. Because the game difference right now is +4. And so if they both keep winning, Boston are guaranteed to be at least plus 14. Actually, can they tie? They maybe can tie. So I might be kind of lying. But Boston are also really far ahead in goals. And so especially if it's 5-game series versus 3-game series, I'm going to say realistically Boston hold on to number 1 until at least week 8. But anyway, don't need to keep holding y'all here. That will do it for week 5 and this series. Your final score here, Lansing 3, KC 1. Your final score of the series before, New Mexico 2, Missouri 3. That does it for week 5. Like was announced earlier by Bacon, next week will be off. Merry Christmas and happy holidays for that one. But we'll be back, as of now, scheduled to be the one after that. I'll get to it, Gerds. As of now, week 6 is scheduled to start on December 30th. So we'll see you back then, but that does it for now. Once again, one final time, your final score here, Lansing 3, KC 1. We'll see you in week 6.